What's up, guys? Happy Tuesday. It is March 12th. We have a 7-game NBA slate tonight. We're going to go through the picks real quick. I already have them up, so I was going to go through them one by one and where I'm at right now going into the evening. Before I get started, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you get alerts on when I drop new content. Also, if you have any questions or comments, hit them up in the comment section. I had one yesterday for going through FanDuel picks, so I'm going to go through that as well today. A lot of overlap as far as that goes. Also, if you have Twitter or Instagram, follow me on there. I do updates during the day on both sites, and based on injuries and things that pop up during the day at the DFS Picks. So we'll get into the picks for today. We'll start off at point guard. Arcidiacono at home against the Lakers. A really good spot. He started at the shooting guard spot last game for Zach LaVine, and he was just kind of okay. I love Arcidiacono when he's starting at point guard. At shooting guard, not as much. He doesn't have the ball in his hands nearly as much, but still a really good option at 3,300 and in a lot better of a spot than he was against Detroit in that blowout. So he lost some minutes there. He should have 30 to 32 minutes here as long as the game stays close, and it is slated to be close. It's going to be a pace-up matchup, and the Lakers are terrible against guards recently with all the injuries that they have. So I really like this spot. This is definitely a lock for me right now. So much value in this pick right here. So we'll take him and then move up to Frank Jackson. He's priced up, gone up about 2K in the last couple games since he's been starting for Drew Holiday. But this is the game I want a big piece of, as much of a chunk as I can. Milwaukee, not great against guards, not as bad as Atlanta was last game, and you see the 34.5 points that Jackson put up there. But still a pace. It's going to be a fast-paced game, and Jackson is not shy about taking his shots and driving to the hole. So even though he is playing the 2 spot just like Arcidiacono is, I still like him in this spot, even at 5,100. So we'll go him. Now the 2 Cleveland guys. One, Nance. It says he's out. He hasn't been ruled out for tonight yet. On Roto-Grinders and a couple other sites, he's listed as a starter. If he does start at the 4 spot, I love him at 5,500. Going up against Philly, not the best matchup, but he'll get a ton of minutes. Thompson's out, and Kevin Love is already out. So it's really him, Zizic, and Chris off the bench. And Chris didn't get a whole lot of run last night. He didn't play well at all. So it's really going to be those 2 guys eating up a huge chunk of the minutes. So I have both of them on here, both Nance and Zizic. And Zizic is priced down. Yeah, it's going to be a back-to-back with travel for him. But he played pretty well last night at 3,900. He put up 24 and a quarter fantasy points in a blowout, too. So he had 27 minutes. Probably would have had 30, 32, 33 minutes if the game stays close. So that's what I'm looking at here. Even if the game doesn't stay close, he'll still have a good amount of minutes. And, Embiid, not exactly the guy you want to go against, but at that price with that amount of minutes at that spot, it's hard to fade that. So we have a lot of value here for those 4 picks. So I have Patty Mills. I'll go into Patty Mills in a second, but let's look at the studs right now. Giannis, LeBron, Towns, Embiid, Jokic, Lillard. A lot of different ways we can go here. I like Giannis right now just because he's part of that fast-paced game in New Orleans. I don't like that he's on the road. I don't like his price tag. He's much better on FanDuel, where he's 12K as far as the ratio of price to what he's expected to get. So I'm not sure where I'm going to go as far as the studs go. I'll have to see how much money's left at the end of the day and how much value comes out during the day. But Embiid is at 800, at 1,000 less. He's going to go into a great matchup. The worry there is kind of the blowout factor. They are going to be short Jimmy Butler, so that's going to pump up his usage. So we'll see where that goes during the day and what the line goes down to during the day with Butler out. But that's what the studs are looking at right now. Now, going back to, let's go to the guard spot. Patty Mills is kind of my sleeper for today. At 3,300, if you need more value and nothing else comes out during the day, he's the low price guy that I want to go to. Coming off the bench, coming off a good game against Milwaukee, but he's had 2 games against Dallas, averaging 25 points between the 2 of them. So coming off the bench, especially if White isn't playing well, Mills is going to eat up the minutes. So just kind of something to keep your eye on. I had Balicia last night as my sleeper, and he just went off. So I'm looking at Mills as my sleeper tonight. So even with so assuming those 5 picks, still have a ton of money left over for 1 or 2 studs, maybe up in the higher mid-tier area. But we'll see what comes out during the day. If you have any questions, hit them up in the comments section. And follow me on Twitter and Instagram at the DFS Picks. And I hope you guys do well tonight. Good luck.